Landscaping a home is not only performed to give the property curb appeal, but also to ensure the safe and efficient use of the grounds around the house. When installed properly, the landscape can be a major selling point of a home. In most cases, landscaping is done after the rough carpentry tasks of the home have been completed. However, landscaping can take place before, after, and during construction. From stopping erosion of the soil to planting shrubs, proper landscaping ensures the stability and use of the area surrounding a home. It's important that construction craft laborers understand the processes and materials used in landscaping. Just as with any construction project, the plans and specifications for landscaping are set by local, state, and national building codes. It's critical that construction craft laborers follow all building codes and plans. If shrubs, trees, and grass are to be planted, the final soil preparation will probably require the addition of fertilizer. Fertilizers can be combined with soil before planting, or spread on top of the soil around a plant after it is installed. A common landscaping task for construction craft laborers is planting trees. Once a tree is selected, it is delivered to the site. In most cases, the roots of the tree are wrapped in burlap. The burlap keeps moist soil packed against the roots. Burlap has been used for this purpose for decades because of its ability to decompose easily after the tree is planted. Measure the root ball of the tree. Then dig a hole large enough for the roots. To provide adequate space for the roots, the hole should be twice the size of the root ball. If the area drains poorly, place a drainage tile in the hole. Now, add enough topsoil to the bottom of the hole so that the tree will sit on the topsoil at its original planting depth. Next, center the tree in the hole. Trees can be surprisingly heavy. If a front-end loader is not available, get help to move and to place the tree. Cut the twine holding the burlap and peel back the burlap, exposing the root ball. It isn't necessary to remove all of the burlap. In fact, you may damage the roots by trying to tear out the deeply embedded material. The burlap should be loose enough around the side so that as the tree grows, the decomposing burlap will allow the roots to easily break through and grow out into the surrounding soil. Next, with topsoil, fill the remaining space left in the hole about halfway. Tamp the soil. Check that the final soil level will cover the roots at the proper depth. Shape the surface of the surrounding soil in the form of a basin to help the tree retain water. Irrigate the ground surrounding the tree with plenty of water. Planting shrubs is very similar to planting trees. In most cases, the main difference is the container that holds the shrubs. But many times, shrubs come in plastic containers that range between 1 and 10 gallons in size. Unlike trees, shrubs may have more than one set of roots per plant. Be careful not to damage roots when cutting away the containers. Start the process by identifying the areas where the shrubs will be planted. Make sure to space the shrubs apart at a sufficient distance. If they're planted too close together, the roots may intertwine, killing the shrubs. Just as when planting trees, shrubs should be set in a hole twice the size of their root ball or container. Add enough soil to the bottom of the hole so that the shrub sits on the topsoil at its original depth. Next, add the proper amount of fertilizer to the loosened topsoil at the bottom of the hole. Remove the container or burlap. Set the shrub in the center of the hole and fill the hole with topsoil. Water the soil to remove any air pockets. Tamp the soil. Check the final soil layer around the base of the shrub to ensure you've planted the shrub at the proper depth. There are many different types of grass. Each type has certain features that make it the correct choice for a certain landscape. Sun, maintenance, region, and growth season are key elements in grass selection. Laying sod is not difficult, but can be time-consuming and physically strenuous. Sod can come in rolls, but is also available in square plugs. How the sod is delivered depends upon the type and the preference of the cutter. Once the soil is graded, prepared, and loosened, fertilizer should be introduced to the soil. Wet down the area where the first strips of sod will be placed. Place the first roll of sod in position and unroll it. Place the adjoining rolls of sod so that the edges fit tightly together. Avoid stretching the sod to prevent shrinkage. Keep in mind that sod is a heavy material. Remember to lift with your legs to avoid straining your back. Laying sod for a full 8-hour shift is a strenuous activity. Stagger the ends of the laid sod to prevent a long seam. Sod strips must be flattened to the sod bed using a roller. The sod must be irrigated immediately. Moisture must reach a depth of 2 to 3 inches. Check the sod bed moisture level frequently by raising the corners of the sod strips to ensure that water is soaking all the way down to the roots. For the first week or so, water the sod frequently, especially if the region is hot and dry. Building your landscaping skills provides greater opportunity for steady employment. If you enjoy working outdoors, landscaping may become your specialty.